Hello, my name is Kush Kavadia, and I'm the creator and innovator of this technology called HydroX, along with my brother Yash Kavadia. Fossil fuels play a major role in the world today for the energy source for 7 billion plus people. As according to the National Academy of STEM, the United States currently gets 81% of its energy from coal, oil, and natural gas, which are all just different types of fossil fuels. And we depend mainly on the source of energy to heat our homes, run our vehicles, and provide us with electricity. While on the other hand, a current emerging and fast-growing market has recently been renewable energy and eco-friendly products. And HydroX mainly focuses on hydrogen power. So our motto and inspiration for this project was restoring the environment to its natural form, as the environment is our home and it's our job to maintain it to the best of our ability. So to start off with the problems, pollution. 80% of the world gets its energy supply from burning fossil fuels, harming the environment in various different ways, as renewable sources of energy don't have the ability to easily produce such large amounts of energy. Not only that, but the plants today, though they produce clean energy, they also emit many different types of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, which just add to the effect of global warming. And global warming has been recognized as a major problem in the world today, which is why we need to eliminate the emission of these gases. Next, cost. Cost of the plants today has been very expensive, and also a lot of land has been needed for the installation of these plants. So that's just something else, another factor that drives countries and energy providers away from renewable energy sources, since burning oil or coal would just be so much cheaper. And accessibility. So for these plants today, sun, high water, high wind, or rushing water is needed, which is only accessible in specific locations around the world. That limits the access of renewable energy and also limits the expansion of the industry. So some solutions to that are the use of hydrogen power, which can be derived from the abundance of water we have in the world. And water should be used as it allows for a cleaner, more efficient, and cheaper method of deriving hydrogen power. And location should be the factor that we should eliminate. So a place like ocean using seawater would be perfect. And these solutions lead me to my next slide talking more about HydroX. So HydroX is a machine that uses electrolysis, the process of using electricity to split water into hydrogen and oxygen gas. Then that would separate hydrogen gas from a large intake of water and release the oxygen gas back into the air. And this machine would use the abundance of water on Earth to create hydrogen power, which would just contribute toward a cleaner energy usage. So HydroX overall would be an innovation that would bring hydrogen power into view. And these two designs are prototype designs of the overall view of HydroX. So this slide explains the maintenance and storage costs, and the distribution will be carried out by using hydrogen fuel cell powered vessels, and its hybrid engine would allow it to run on both hydrogen and diesel. And a company named Hydroville could provide us with that. So this slide actually goes through the in-depth process of the different parts of HydroX, as it is an offshore platform. So some may think that it would be harder, but we can actually use that offshore platform to our advantage. And some unique values and features of HydroX are, as you can see in this chart, the HydroX consistently performs better to the plants that we have today, compared to the plants we have today, in terms of production or energy capacity, accessibility, rate of growth, or taking up resources like land or labor. And these graphs actually show a little bit more about hydrogen in general, as the first graph shows how Hydro X would be much cheaper than the plants that we have today in terms of like overall cost. And these three graphs explain how hydrogen in the future would be a very valuable asset and high in demand for the future, as some companies and countries want to go net zero, which would boost hydrogen as a very valuable asset and in demand. The 10-year installation plan for HydroX is, if we were to start by like 2022, then we would actually start making growth of sales and profit by like 2026. So it would be like 4 to 5 years. But from there, we're expecting like exponential growth, which could be due to the reasons of like how hydrogen is projected to be very valuable and high in demand for the future, as it could be the future of energy. Some investments and funding are the Green Climate Fund has actually pledged $10.3 billion in grants, and Amazon Sustainability has pledged $10 billion in grants. And companies like Plug Power, Linde, and Bloom Energy and Fuel Cell, could be potential investors in this product and innovation. And we can also get grants and approval from the US Department of Energy. And these are only a couple sources of funds and investments that we can get, taking account the value of hydrogen is projected to be the future of energy. Like, for example, Toyota and Honda have been creating hydrogen powered cars, which could even boost the use of hydrogen power. Thank you, Hydrex by Kush Kavadia and Yash Kavadia.